In the Philippines, it is a gold mine, I think. That's how I really feel.
I am currently here in BGC Metro Manila, and all around BGC are murals just like this one. Now, some of these were created by Filipino artists, but a lot of them were unfortunately created by foreign artists. It got me thinking about something. What is the state of art here in the Philippines? Like, are there any prominent Filipino artists? Who are they? Are they really, really famous? How does the world art community think of the Philippines? All these questions came to my mind. It turns out there is a ton of really, really creative and talented Filipino artists here in the Philippines right now. My search to find famous Filipino artists or talented Filipino artists took me all the way to a man named Buds Convacar, who is one of the most noted and famous Filipino artists of this generation. Buds was an interesting guy. He let me interview him in his own home. Like, I came into his house and interviewed him. Bud's love of art came at a very, very young age, but he wasn't always able to practice because he didn't have the proper materials.
I was not really aware that it's a special talent. I was never able to really nurture it. Actually, since we're just poor, we are poor during those times. I was never supported with art materials and so on. So still, I'm thankful because it helped me to become more creative.
Buds has gone on to become one of the Philippines' most accomplished artists, having his work featured in exhibits from all around the world, including Europe and America and even Brazil. Talking to him was fascinating because he spoke so highly of Filipino creatives.
In the Philippines, it is a gold mine, I think. That's how I really feel.
After seeing the best the world had to offer, he still said that Filipinos are some of the best artists in the world. He said that sometimes China gets all of the shine on the global art scene, but also Filipinos have a lot to offer the global art scene, and that they're vastly overlooked because of the fact they're a third world country, etc. I'll let him explain.
We're not given much attention because Philippines is just a third world country. It's not a political power. It's not an economic power. The international art market will not really give time to appreciate what Philippines can offer. But if only they would open their minds and really study and see how art is moving up and forward here in the Philippines. It's a big potential for an international art market because we're not just doing rural scenes wherein you have rice fields or nipa huts. It's not that anymore. There are a lot of very, very good artists whose works are international in appeal.
There's talented artists in Davao, Cebu City, Bulacan, and many other parts of the Philippines that are worth talking about. He even said that more artist awareness can help spur the economy and provide more opportunities for young people here in the Philippines. And you see, that's the problem I wish to solve with this video. A lot of times in the Philippines, the proper art materials aren't available to people. I was talking to a famous airbrush artist here in the Philippines, and he said that he had to actually go out and purchase his own airbrush, and they never had any airbrushes in the college that he went to. In my high school growing up, I had a couple airbrushes just for teenagers.
One thing we need is the support of the entire country. You know, lots of people have different style, you know, those kind of stuff, but it has to be supported by the government and the school, in order that new artists will be formed and they can make something out of different that we haven't seen before. That's why that's why I stay in airbrushing. From there I can help some other people who's into this stuff, and it's cool to do airbrushing. If anybody wants to learn, blog me.
There's more problems. Some people might not want to take up a degree in fine arts because other lines of work might be more profitable. There's pressure from parents. There's not enough materials in school to properly teach fine art. And the global art community largely overlooks the Philippines. These are problems that must be solved if we want to help spur the economy and help artists here in the Philippines. I want to provide more opportunities for the artists that are already here for people that don't even know they could be artists by providing more art materials. And I maybe even want to connect the young artists to the existing amazing Filipino artists of today. This is going to be a big project of mine, and this is not the last video that you are going to see about this. Art is universal. It's important. It can break down barriers, and it can bring us all together a little bit more. And that's why I think it's worth investing in myself. Thank you for watching. Tom out.